back. The movement sends the ring flying and it lands on Bilbo's finger, making him invisible. When Gollum also crosses the narrow passage, he can't find Bilbo anymore. In the main cavern, the goblins find Thorin's sword and become disgusted because that's the legendary goblin cleaver that killed thousands of goblins in the past. They decide not to wait for Azog and kill the dwarves now. A fight begins and Thorin is pinned down, but when they're about to cut off his head, a very bright light shines in the cave and throws all the goblins off. It's Gandalf, who tells the dwarves to grab their weapons and fight. He also joins the battle and decapitates an enemy. Soon tons of goblins are being killed or thrown off the platform, including the king himself. As soon as there's an opening, Gandalf and the dwarves escape by running through the bridges. With a big stick, they push off the goblins that try to block their way, while others just get stabbed with swords. When a bunch of goblins try to reach them by jumping on ropes, the dwarves cut off one of the bridges to make it fall on them. They also use a ladder to push off more goblins and cross over a hole in the bridge. One of the bridges is swinging from side to side, so they have to make a dangerous jump to make it to the other end. As they keep on running, Gandalf uses his magic to make a rock fall and the dwarves push it to crush the goblins ahead of them. Suddenly the Goblin King bursts through a bridge and makes big threats, only for Gandalf to kill him in just a few strikes of his sword. The king falls and the bridge breaks, sliding down the cavern with the whole group on top of it. They land on the bottom of a tunnel and the king's body falls on top of them. Noticing a huge horde of goblins coming, Gandalf quickly makes the dwarves take the tunnel to get away. As they walk by, they're seen by Bilbo, but the group doesn't see him back because he's still invisible. Gollum hides behind a rock and Bilbo considers killing him, but he takes pity on him and instead jumps over Gollum to escape. Meanwhile, Gandalf and the dwarves leave the cavern and make it to a safe spot in the woods. They finally notice Bilbo isn't around and Thorin accuses him of having abandoned them, which is overheard by an arriving Bilbo. Determined to prove himself, Bilbo takes off the ring and appears in front of them. He admits he does miss his home, but the real bad thing is that the dwarves don't have one and he wants to help them recover it. At that moment they hear howling, which announces the arrival of Azog and